What's going on, fellow Olympians? Back with a new video. I wanted to try out, I got the Kozmo deck. I think I mentioned in another video, but I bought Kozmo again because I love Kozmo. Kozmo is one of my favorite decks. And I'm an old school player. Old, yeah, not too old, but old school player. Anyways, I wanted to try out Kozmo on the SPS system. Well, actually, just call it SBS, not the SPS system, because SPS, Shadow Point system, the format. Okay, so let me share my screen and we'll talk through it. I played Nathan. He played my
your Grados deck.
Grados. That's it. And Kozmo and Grados.
Kozmo is good.
Cosmos is good, especially going against Grados because you can't target the monsters.
No.
So let's go ahead and play this while we do it. All right, you can see it. I can see it. Good.
Yeah.
All right, so we put it in 2x speed so you can see. Well, we got the 8,000 points. In the far corner over there, got Kozmo Town. So you see the dice down at the bottom.
Yeah.
It kind of blends in with the mat somewhere. I lost it because I can't see it. Well, right there. I can see it by his card. It really blends in. You see your white dice?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got dice. We each got 6 shadow points. And my thinking for this is Kozmo, it could max him out. And it could. I got to do another thing. If it's a perfect world, would it max out the shadow points? I don't think so, but it would come close. It would come close if we had to. So I used I can't think of the name of the card. It's a new card that I put in the deck. I gotta do a deck profile. But I got out Walker and Forerunner. And Nathan couldn't pull anything out of his
No, I didn't
deck.
get anything.
Right.
Because I got 2 kaiju cards, and you told me that I couldn't play them because it would give you that monster, and I didn't have any other monster to defend it with it.
Right. Okay. Right there, he didn't read his card right. That's what we say. You have to learn your decks. But
yeah, I didn't
he
see
played Dark
it.
Bribe. Yeah, you have to read those because it's spell or trap card. That's all I was explaining to him on that. So I beat him pretty easily the first duel.
The second duel, I did have a low chance.
He did. I misplayed a few times. I haven't played Kozmo since like 2017, 2016. I haven't played them because they got banned. Well, they banned a card. I think a couple cards in there. Not banned them, but limited them. So it took Kozmo out of the mix. So I haven't played it in a while. And then I sold the deck. And I bought it back. Because that's what I do. Anyways. In both of these, Nathan only got down to maybe 4 or 5 for the shadow points and able to activate. Yeah. I got down to maybe 4. I misplayed.
I think you got down to 4 or 3.
Yeah. I misplayed you'll see on Tin Can, I misplayed. Like I said, it's been a while. But on the Tin Can, I know at the end of the turn, I pull out my 3 Kozmo cards and let Nathan pick at random. We roll the dice. I forgot to do that. And that jacked me up for my duel. And it let Nathan still continue to run wild with his one freaking, that guy right there, Cobra, Great Old Cobra. And then he had his trap cards, because I have my Great old school for the Mirror Force.
Yeah.
And that saved Nathan a lot.
Yeah, your one Mirror Force, that one beat me. It like took all my cards back to my hand, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, it did. And I probably would have won the game, but.
So Lord Darkness, I used that one. I didn't activate since I played the magic card over there. I mean, not the magic card, the field spell card. I didn't activate it because the activations come later. So it's not really activation. It's you're playing the card. And until you activate its effects, we don't use a shadow point. Right there, right here. I told Nathan, because he was going for his card, and I was explaining to him. I said, don't go for your card before I actually start attacking you. Because I said I enter the battle phase. And as soon as I enter the battle phase, he immediately flipped that over. And I told him, I said, you can't do that. You got to wait until they initiate the attack. I know. He got too excited, and he's learning the game. So I was hoping that one of my cards could save me, but it didn't. He took it off the field. And that one hurt a little bit. So that's why I got Tin Can out. Tin Can has a great ability, and I missed that opportunity. And I even read the card right there.
What was his ability?
He can bring out 3 Kozmo cards at the end of the turn, and then you pick it, and then I put it in my hand. And normally I could pull him off the field and then put my other Kozmo on the field where you couldn't target it.
Yeah.
And then I would have had you back. I'd had the game back a long time ago. And I didn't do that. And he wanted to attack me, but I was explaining to him that it's 0 points, and you can't take the card. There's no point in taking the card.
No.
You can't crash into it.
Yeah, because I don't have any Kozmo cards to do for his effect.
Right.
So it wouldn't work for me.
No. But it lasted longer than I thought. I had to really play some magic out of my hat, I would say. And every time.
Oh, did you go back to 6? Yeah, you did.
I did. I went back to 6. Every time you go to a turn, you go back to 6. So
yeah.
You keep going. You don't gain your things for the people that are coming in for the shadow point system, the format that we are starting to create. We're really trying to really perfect this. And I think it's going good. I'm going to play Jake and his new modern deck of Tenpai Dragons. And I want to see how that does versus some of these decks. I think the goal of the SPS is so every deck has a chance to play each other.
Yeah.
And that's my goal. I would like to bring in some old decks and not play other formats where you can only play certain decks.
Like your Kozmo, your Kratos.
Yes.
And a bunch of older, well, like, yeah, a little bit of older decks have a chance to.
Magicians, Blue Eyes. I would like those to be able to compete with every deck. And I think this system, this format, I keep saying system, it's a system. But this format, Shadow Point format, I wonder if I should call it SPF, Shadow Points format. Because the format, you got the Edison format, you got one other format.
Oh, yeah, I used my Mirror Force again, and I got your little guy out.
Got me off there. So I'm going to do that SPF, Shadow Point format. And I know other people have been testing it out, and they say it's been running good. Jake doesn't like it for the modern cards for his Tenpai because he says he can't spam the field. But that's the goal. The goal is not to be able to spam the field and just kill any deck that's a little older. This, again, like I've been saying, I want it to be able to have some older decks be able to compete. And that's the whole goal of it. Every deck could be able to compete against newer decks.
Yes.
And even if this, in a perfect world, and I got all the combos come off on Kozmo, unless I can get a knockout, I wouldn't do it because you got to reserve some points inside your opponent's turn. So that way you can activate a trap card or activate another effect of a monster. So you can't just go full on out and hope nothing happens. So I keep going down and things.
Yeah.
Eventually we should have a counter somewhere.
Oh yeah, when I go down to 4 and I go back to 6.
There it goes. He tried to summon twice. He's new to Yugioh.
I thought you were able to do that.
No, only one normal summon. Unless you have a card that gets it out there of activation.
I had to place my eagle.
He did. And I don't why you didn't attack me. Did you? Oh, you attacked me with 1. Yeah,
no,
that's what happened.
I attacked you too. Oh no, I did.
Yeah. He attacked me with 1. I had my storming.
Yeah, your stupid little Mirror Force.
And sent all his cards back to his hand. Yep, so he's trying to go through and talk about what he's going to do. Put the mirroring, goes back to his hand. So I took back my Landwalker.
And then your Kozmo went back to your hand.
Yeah.
And that was very bad.
I'm assuming that's how it goes. I haven't played in a while, but I'm assuming it says it goes back to the owner's hands. Obviously, my card can't go back to your hand. It's got to go back to my hand.
Yeah, because it was your card.
Yes. I had to pay 1,000 points to finally get my Dark Planet out. So I had my 2 Dark Planets, pitched 1, and threw 1 out there. It's for the 4,000. and then I played. Man, I gotta remember that card's name. I can't remember. You see it on the thing. It lets me get
Yeah.
machine out, and then boom, boom,
And
hit
I
him
did six
for
thousand.
yeah. And you didn't have an answer after that.
No.
No, Cosmos. I really enjoy. I really love playing Cosmos. I enjoy playing them. Love same thing. Uh, it's an easier deck to run. It's they actually called it where you don't need a lot of brain cells to play Cosmo, and I think I liked it because it was simple. You need to you can go in autopilot, and you're piloting ships anyway. So I knocked him out.
Yeah, you killed me there. I
Yeah,
almost won.
he took my monster, which was fine. He took damage, and then I was like, he tried to attack me. I tried to explain to him that you could still attack me, but you're gonna lose no matter what. And eventually, I just attacked him and killed him. I tried to
Yeah.
explain to him some math because apparently your math is not the greatest,
No.
even though it is. You're pretty good at math, but you just did not do math right now.
And I thought it'd be like magic if you attack another person's card.
No. Oh yeah, you did the defense and stuff. All right, and that was it. I ended the duel.
Yeah, I almost beat him.
Sure.
Oh, I almost beat
Stop
him.
sharing. Sure. Okay. That's it for the thing. We're gonna do another one like I told you with Jake, and we're gonna test it on a newer deck. The 10 pies would be a great place to do this. He does not want to do that because he says, well, of course, he says Jake doesn't like to lose, so he
No,
might lose if he can't spam the field, and you'll see that.
but
But I'm curious, and I really do want to know. And if any of you guys have tested this out there, um, leave in the comments if you tested it with. I keep saying modern decks, and it is modern decks, the meta right now. You tested it with anything that has come out in the last year and that is known to spam the field. Let me know if you test the Shadow Point format.
and see if
Now,
you like it or if they don't.
right. I like it. I still think it's working good. I think 6 right now is a great number. We talked about going to 8. We're going to see about 8. I guess I'm saying I hate saying We're going to see about 8 and see how that goes, especially if we're playing with the modern. Maybe 8
Yeah,
would work a little better, but I like 6 because it keeps everything in line and competitive, and that's
yeah.
what we're trying to go for.
Maybe eight's a little too much. Maybe seven.
Now, I want to do something that's just a simple 6-sided die, and we got 8-sided die. So 6-sided die is simple, nice. We got 3 activations on your turn, 3 activations on your opponent's turn, and it keeps it at 3 and 3 unless you go to you only need one. Maybe you only have one activation that you got to do on your opponent's turn. Depends on your monsters. It makes you think, and it depends on what you got down in the field, and you have to be strategic in order to not waste all of your
Shadow points.
meta points. It kind of goes in line with Flesh and Blood, which I didn't even think about it until we started playing Flesh and Blood, because you know how you don't get all the cards back until it's your opponent's turn. Then you draw,
I think that's how it works, unless we did it wrong.
and the shadow points are smart. I
Yeah,
think it's gonna work. Let me know if you test it. Let me know comments below your thoughts. I think it is working, and we're gonna do some more testing. But I really believe this isn't working, and then we could go to one of our locals and see how they feel about it, and maybe they could do one duel between everybody and see what their thoughts are, and we can do that.
yeah.
All right. Anything on your side?
No,
Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Let us know your thoughts on it. Have you used it? What have you used it on? And do you like it? I
what
think
decks
it's
did you
going to
use it
work.
on?
Yes, I think it's going to work. All right. Until the next video. Thanks for watching.